today we are really excited to introduce Abrar Ahmed to our Terra Torrenta Dialogue series, which is the part of the Terra Confluence 2024 initiative towards celebrating Earth Day from the Global Climate Association. So Abrar Ahmed is the founder of Syahi Uniforms and he is a distinguished speaker at our today's event. He is a self-taught fashion design professional and a visionary social entrepreneur who brings a unique perspective to sustainable fashion. Defying conventional educational path, he has honed his skills directly from the industry, emerging as a seasoned expert with nearly 15 years of experience. His passion for blending fashion with ethics, values, and social responsibility is at the heart of Syahi Uniforms, where sustainability is not just a concept but a practice. Through his strategic collaborations and innovative approaches, Abrar is redefining the norms of the fashion industry, making a significant impact in the pursuit of ecological and sustainable development. Join us in welcoming Abrar from Uttar Pradesh, India, as he shares his journey and insights into creating a sustainable fashion future. A very warm welcome to you, Abrar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for having me here and giving me this opportunity to discuss on what we think and what we work.
You are most welcome, and we are really glad to have a representative from Syahi to talk to us today. And if you are okay with, we can start with the questions that we want to have a discussion on with.
Sure, ma'am.
So, about sustainable practices in fashion, in what way does Syahi exemplify sustainable practices, or you pursue sustainable practices that could be a model for the broader fashion industry or, say, clothing industry? Could you elaborate on that?
What we are doing at CI is nothing new, as we believe that we believe everyone knows that clothing is one of the oldest trade of human race. Okay, so we as humans have been making clothes for ourselves. Then industrialization happened, and they so the chaos with the climate change and all that issues have followed it. So what we do here is we just build back better. We are trying to build a better thing. Nothing out of the box. Nothing. It's like कि कुछ नया नहीं है, but एक बेहतर और एक जिम्मेदारी के साथ. We are just trying to be responsible. What we do in what we do for the what sustainable practices we adhere in our organization or in our business model is that we first of all we source sustainable materials. Sustainable materials is just not कि it's labeled sustainable. Okay, we try to be as transparent as possible. If our vendors are not transparent of our materials, we just try to just cut off them, because our relation with our associates or our vendors or our stakeholders is that कि okay, you have a quality, आप अपने क्वालिटी को लेके कह रहे हैं हम ये बना देंगे, आप फैक्ट्री बड़ी बड़ी दिखा रहे हो, well and good, but we want a relation on a basis of sustainability as well. Do you share the same desire? Yeah, do you share the same vision? So sustainability is also a factor. It's not just कि आप मेरा product बना ले रहे हैं and you have the capacity and caliber. So first we start with the material. So material covers the whole supply chain. Either it's fabric, it's trims, it's buttons, zippers, labels, packaging itself counts in that. Second is most important is the design part. Design part is like every product has to be thought carefully before planning to produce. We believe in that. It's not just final product. We work on the whole supply chain. So what we design is we try to take care from the fiber itself, the stage of the fiber. From there, we try to we take care of the material and we monitor it. We check it. We quantify it regularly, the status and whatever the wherever it's moving in the value chain. And when it comes to a final state, we we believe that each value chain, if we are responsible at each value chain of producing the final product from fiber to garment, when it's come to the recycling, when we are closing the loop here with recycling, becomes easier. Because if we have been easy, it's just like the plastic problem. In some plastics, मतलब in general language अगर explain करना हो तो जैसे plastics में there are some plastic which are non-recyclable, like multi-layer plastics. Okay, so same is the problem with the fabrics as well. If we are manufacturing the fabric and we have been just trying to give a fabric kind of fabric thing, so it's not necessary that it will be easy to recycle as well. So design the first aspect is with materials, obviously. How you are positioning the components, if there is a possibility of repair or not, if my arms, if my cuff got broken, if my button got broken, if my zip got broken, if I just twist it down and I just I lost the stitching of my pants, so can it be get repaired? So that is what we design in that, what we think in the designing criteria of our product, or at Syahi what we think how design should be. Second is and third is ethical manufacturing. Material sourcing is done, designing is done. Then comes the ethical manufacturing. Wherever the final manufacturing is done, where there should be a ethical ground for everything. Either it's respect to the planet, earth, environmental, and social. So the
How do you explain ethical manufacturing?
ethical manufacturing is like, for example, just if you take one phase of value chain, that is garment manufacturing, where the final assembly line is there, where the textile comes and we cut and sew the garment. So uh, there are majority of the workers are women there. Okay, so up to everyone knows that up to 80% of the workforce is women in our industry. And if we do not implement some checks and balances with the operation, which can be harmful and hazardous, and obviously they are serving at the front line. Okay, so not just women thing is there, because mass is serving there. So how less, how you can give them a non-hazardous environment to work in. Okay, so that's our goal to work, and we are trying to achieve. We have a vision 20. In this case, we want to secure our workforce with the microfibers itself. When we do manufacturing, there are many of microfibers that itself are in the plant, which are airborne microfibers, which we can say. So we are thinking at that level. We are trying to take to their ethical. First is minimum steps, baby steps. Then we want to take care of our people who are working for us in manufacturing at that level. You shouldn't be get affected because of something you are working on, and it affects you at the end just because you are working there. It shouldn't be there. कि ओके ये काम डाइंग का तो होता है, तो इसमें इतना केमिकल तो निकलता है, तो हाथ तो गंदा होता ही है. नो 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 नो. Provide the proper gloves or the proper gears they need. Okay, so that this basic things से अभी हमने शुरुआत की है. So ethical manufacturing is all about we are following the ILO's decent work agenda here. We are following the learnings from international labor organizations. They have a global work agenda. So UNGP principles and NGRBC also helps us to learn there and how we can just take forward there. So these are the three things we totally believe, and these are the three. And there are some other things like transparency. Transparency is really very important as a practice that that helps to take decisions, to take the right decisions. If someone is not transparent in the system or in a chain, so things just get blurring. So if there is a transparent system, then obviously you will have a transparent product, and end of the day it will help to reach consumers. When it will reach to consumers, you will give them a transparent idea about what they are purchasing, a clear idea. So transparency in the value chain as per and in the customers. Your customers should know what they are buying, what they are paying their bucks for. It's not just a product is a category, it's a commodity. उसने टी शर्ट लिया, उसने पैंट लिया, उसने लैपटॉप लिया, इट्स अ कमोडिटी. What else they are paying their bucks for? So this is what we believe, that the practices should be like infused totally. All these practices, they are all interconnected kind of.
I understand. Now, that was a lovely response. Now, moving on, how is Syahi's approach that you are currently doing in your own industry or in your company contributing to a shift towards more sustainable practices in fashion or clothing industries at large? How can Syahi be an example for others?
I can't say these questions are Syahi be example, but Syahi aspires to be example. That is very different thing. And from that angle, I can give you an answer because what we are doing, I can share it here. So our alignments is totally on SDGs. So when Syahi was born, somehow SDGs were also were being announced in the media and they were in the market. So yeah, we'll keep learning. We keep hearing about new things. So sustainability was somehow it has started taking up a kind of a thing. It was started growing in myself. Ki sustainability in fashion. Okay, I do fashion sustainability this that. But SDG happened. And when SDG happened, it was like, okay, I got it. I got my direction where I have to go. So if you want to, I would say to means alignment with the SDGs. We have tried to align ourselves as much as we can align with the SDGs. That is our very core thing. We try to understand. It's very complex thing. It's a very big thing. We try to understand it, how we can incorporate it. It should be at the end of the day economically viable as well. So and it should take us there. It shouldn't be like a web. It should be like a path to navigate. It shouldn't be like कि क्या है and you are not unable to just academia thing is happening and you are unable to means you have the theories. Okay, you have SDGs have UN has very they have very good resources to educate you. One Planet Network is there. We are a member of One Planet Network as well. So One Planet Network, the education we get there from One Planet Network, it helps us a lot. So ours is very clear. Just be focused on the SDGs, and it will all automatically take you to the circular economy, towards circular economy, which is end of the day goal for all over the people working in this climate domain right now. We have to shift the economy model from linear to the circular. That will go with the behavior as well. We will educate our customers and so on so on.
That is right. And preferably or probably in the future, he can be an example to other um, clothing industries to work on your guidelines and how you are doing, making sustainability happen in your area of work, and then they can be aspired or inspired to work through your ideas.
Yeah,
Now,
we do have a business model here, and our business model is totally aligned with your question itself. It's a something we are building a sustainable value chain. Okay, we are building a circular value chain, and we are looking forward to work with the customers who want help in their transition on the sustainability. Means if there's some XYZ brand who wants our consultation कि अब मुझे अपना ऐसे ऐसे करना है, I want this part मुझे करना है and I'm unable to. We have a value chain. Either come on. So that's our goal. We will license our services to them. So it's a long route, and we are also focused on that goal only. Means the question itself is a goal for as well as हमें उधर ही जाना है because we want to bring a bigger change. CI is not just a company or a brand. It's a we are advocates of sustainability in textile sector. So entrepreneurship is very it's also aligned because you without without money you can't talk. Means philosophy doesn't come with empty stomachs, and it doesn't sound good. So if you have to work, and you have to show it's happening. What is the impact of your work? You're talking about sustainability. You're talking about behavioral change. So you have to quantify it. Okay, 5 years we started this thing. After 5 years, okay, it's a behavioral change thing. You can't just monitor it quarterly or on a yearly basis, but on a 5 year span or 8 year span or a 10 year span, you can actually understand. Okay, we served this customers, and now we have these kinds of feedback. So that is our real goal to take there. And once people will get there, because then obviously we will have an ecosystem where Syahi or hundreds of Syahi will be born.
that is an excellent point. Not just it is not something we can do overnight, but it will take years to come, and maybe that not just Syahi but other enterprises such as
Yeah,
yours can be an
many
example.
other people are working in the same domain, and they are
True.
working in really good. They also are working in really good directions. They all are doing very good job. Whatever they are doing.
That is right. Now, moving on, I would like to ask you one question about the innovative materials, if there are any, and methods. Could the fashion industry adopt to enhance sustainability? So, are you aware of with your research on clothing and fashion industry that there are certain materials or methods that can be adapted which are more sustainable than others, or that can be adapted not just to Siahi but the entire industry?
As we all know, cotton and polyester, matlab, as a whole part, people about the two fabric fibers will be like, people will just say cotton fabric, third will be some other fabric. Okay. So what we are working right now is we started with a theory that the polyester as a fiber has taken two-third of the share of our wardrobes. When we got this study from Macallan Foundation, so we started working. UNEP was also publishing some data that how polyester has grown within in last 10, 12 years. How cotton is not now the king of our wardrobes. Polyester has taken over. There were many newses articles and all and all. So we started is कि पहले हम polyester कम करेंगे. We will try we will bring up the cotton.
To
But cotton,
reduce
it's
the-
yeah, and but we will try to swing the balance at least. 50-50 भी हो जाए, it will be a good call rather than being the 80-20 or 70-30. So first is that in the material, how we understand material, what material is for us. We said no, we are not doing nothing new.
Hmm.
And secondly, we started working on cotton. We sourced organic cotton, but there are still not existing systems are not so strong right now that there you can assure what you are getting. It's a long value chain. We have certain certifications, global standard certifications of our industries as well, but here and there, being the part of the industry and being traveling in the market, we keep getting an idea that somehow, okay, we can sell on the basis of the certification, but is it the right thing? Certificate मिल गया, but मुझे सही नहीं लग रहा है. So that is the part, that was the part with the organic cotton, and cotton itself is a very water extensive product, but cotton will be there. So what now we are doing, we are only focused on natural materials, natural fibers, that is cotton, rayon, bamboo, silk. Okay, we will try to be as sustainable in that material aspect. We will just make it better. We are just making, we are building it better, whatever it was. So, and second aspect with the innovation part, little innovation where there is happening is recycling. So what we are doing, we are not using any, we are trying to not use any virgin material. Either it's cotton, either it's polyester. Cotton, we are going to use cotton from the pre-consumer, post-industrial waste. Pre-consumer is like the waste we get from the factories. So pre-industrial waste, cotton fiber, recycled fiber fabric, and same pre-industrial or post-consumer recycled PET bottle recycled polyester yarns. So recycling is the one thing we are now focused on a scale. Important is sustainability has a price, ma'am, and you can't just who will pay?
That is
Consumer is not ready to pay at least right now. They are getting recharged up, they are getting aware, they are getting conscious, but when they will pay, then we will see. So we can't just bring any innovation is very good thing, but it's all innovation is for the innovative companies. We are not any innovative company. See, we are responsible ones. We are just trying to be the right thing, right way. It's a very in a complex web of value chain where a lot of things happen. Then we get a beautiful product that we wear and feel good. Oh, I'm wearing this shirt. Oh, I'm wearing this T-shirt. Oh, this product. But it comes from a very huge. If you just means it's just like कि हाथ में जितनी मतलब हाथ की रेखाओं वाला हाल है कि वो एक जगह दिखती हैं बट वो बहुत दूर से आती हैं चलते हुए.
that is
So
true. Also, for things such as uniforms, which students or like little children grow out of quite fast, people might not be willing to pay a lot of price because every year they have to buy new ones.
no, so that's how we are positioning. Na? We offer various kinds of product to the various sectors we serve. We serve the schools as well. We serve organizations as well. We are pitching our products to the unicorns right now. We are pitching our products to PSUs right now. So PSUs have shown some interest. So what we do is When it comes to the technology part, aspect of the material or the fabrics, we pitch to the customer who understand this. We are working on a technology of 3D printing. We have customers who will entertain. We will not the school guy, but some customers are there who will get interested of the 3D printing of the clothing. Okay, so that is the aspect we are working on. It's very small, it's very slow process, and you have to daily learn on it because 3D printing itself is evolving. Okay, some materials we are following biotech very closely. We are closely working, not particularly say working, but we are chatting on a regular basis with biotech people on other material aspects like from algae fibers are made. So that kind of thing is also happening on base to base. We are also in talk with one person who is making some fibers from the chicken wings, actual wings. Those get wasted from the shops, and it's itself is a very big source of pollution and this kind of things. So many things are happening, researches are happening, but these all are futuristic. We are very hopeful that after 2025 we will have something to present to the customer. Innovation is in the process with materials as well in our end, but
It's going to be
yeah,
fun.
means but it's all a channel. Means हम जैसे customer के पास बैठते हैं, means there are some customer who are ready to pay $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 for a t-shirt. For there is things, but if someone is saying no, we want 300 we want in 300, so 300 के लिए 300 वाला मटेरियल जाएगा, so उसमें इनोवेशन नहीं आ पाएगा, but सस्टेनेबिलिटी ज्यादा से ज्यादा
Good for
कवर
you.
हो जाएगी. तो that's how we think.
What about the like, because there are many parts of the world where your this talk will go to, and they might not be aware that in India people are using bamboo stems and banana stems for clothing, like beautiful
Hemp. We
sarees
are
are
we, are, we
made.
itself are using hemp.
Yes, hemp is
Hemp
used
is
for
also a fiber
clothing.
of ours. We are working on
Hemp
that as
is used, then banana stems is used for making
well.
beautiful sarees, and these are durable, good quality. So, what are your ideas on that? Are these like good sustainable products and can be used not just in India, because in other parts of the world as well?
Listen up, whichever material which is biodegradable is sustainable. Nothing is 100% sustainable. Not any material is 100% sustainable. Not any process is 100% sustainable. We truly believe on this. It's our just responsibility कि ये चार options हैं. We have these four options which will have the least
That's
impact on
impact.
environment and society. At present, this is the being the responsible angle of the corporate governance part is required from the
That's
startup ecosystem or the whatever the entrepreneur ecosystem is there in this in countries. Secondly, these fibers are sustainable, organic. They are durable in some context. It's proven. They have been proven. There is a proven concept. They are from used from ages. It's nothing new. They have been lost. People are reintroducing it again in various forms. I sit in Balia, Uttar Pradesh, and I cover from here Bihar and NCR. Both I sit in the middle of this Bihar and NCR. So Bihar, we have just got introduced to a person who is working on banana fibers in Hajipur. Hajipur is hub for the banana
banana.
plantation. That's the banana capital of Bihar.
That is true.
So yeah, so kind of scene is there. So we are also trying to navigate. Okay, there were many things that have been that were that's how we evolved. We used to use these things. Industrialization captured us. Industrialization just said ki, okay, it's cool to if I have my button turned off, it's cool to just throw it away and buy a new one. And fast fashion was somehow it's driven on this concept only, and that has actually risen a problem of overconsumption.
That is true.
So,
Especially in the case of India, has been a very sustainable per se. We have been known to reuse and not use too many resources as well. And now
we
it's changed.
surely, yeah. And we have been living sustainably, and we surely need to get to our roots. how means if we are looking for the foods for the fact, for example, there is a millet thing happening, and we are talking in concepts of food, and we I start when I started Sahi, and when I was picturing this thing, there was a very crazy wave passed from the metro cities of India, that was organic food wave. Everyone was so crazy about organic foods, and I have seen people just being crazy in the malls and marts in the NCR or any big cities in 2000, from 2010 to 2015 was very crazy phase. 15, 17, they were then things got normal little. It was very new thing, it was like the talk of the town thing. So I was also very sure ki why not organic clothing thing, farm to table, farm to fashion. Then farm to table was introduced, then farm to fashion also became a term and a thing, that farm to fashion. So it's like ki if you are talking about millets, we believe that ki we have millets kind of thing. So we are also working with people who have deep knowledge of the industry and ancient history of ours, and they know the heritage and handicraft, especially of ours. So we are also trying to learn from these old scholars who have the knowledge, and we believe that if we will find our roots, we can surely uh, crack some very cool thing which was just hidden somewhere. We are trying to just look it. We believe that there is something.
That is a lovely way to put it, actually, because if we follow our own cultural knowledges and, indigenous knowledges that was already present, we were doing it, and maybe we have forgotten that. And if it is hidden somewhere, and we for take that path, and then it'll make it a lot more easier, especially in days and time where this fast fashion is not just something being a craze and that will die down. It is creating a lot of problem for in terms of pollution all over the world, and also because it's a really water extensive thing to make clothes. I read somewhere that a single piece of cotton t-shirt to prepare it, it takes roughly around 2500 liters or 2700 liters of water. So that is a huge amount, and people are buying like 10 t-shirts like that, and then there are more than 8 billion people in the world. So we have to somewhere stop that and, redirect ourselves to in a better way so that we can actually have the resources for not just for us, but for our coming generations too. So on that note, I'll ask you
Yeah, I
the
would like to add one more thing, ma'am. As I said, we are looking for to it, maybe somewhere. That is okay. But there is one thing. There is a khadi. Khadi is one of the best fabric in the world. We have it.
we
We
do.
have it. And as per I know, as per I have met people from all over the world, especially in our industry, and I have chatted with them. Especially, we have a chat. We have had a very cool chat on, very great chat on khadi. When it comes to khadi, everyone says it is the only fabric you will not find anywhere in the world, but it's one of the best fabric. But what happens in India? We we are not ready to pay. Okay, तो उसको सस्ता कैसे किया जा सकता है? तो that is the how. चलो, if you have to compete with fast fashion, let's bring the khadi shirt in 600 rupees. Let's bring khadi shirt in 500 rupees.
That is true. So
Okay,
coffee is all only mostly if you go to any city, it will be mostly stored in or sold in specific tourism stores or something, which is like very much more costlier than the normal clothes that are cost. And but if you go to some small events or maybe some small fairs or exhibitions and
art and kind of thing.
there you will get the same material in for like maybe something which is like 200 rupees Indian currency. So there are still places where they are sold, but they are priced very high and then sold for especially for purposes of tourist in a higher rate. But if it is the pricing can be maintained and everybody can adapt to that, then that will be actually a very good idea to continue using khadi.
Then it's in India. Khadi is controlled by government bodies. Okay, so you can do your khadi thing if you want to work on khadi. You just set your plant. But kahin na kahin khadi system is pura owned or controlled by, operated by government body. It has this very huge influence in that. Okay, that pura system.
That is true.
What happens is they have a responsibility kind of thing. They do it. They try to do it. the buyers from Europe, they are purchasing, and they are purchasing khadi from India, and India is promoting our khadi, और वो जाता भी है, and they buy it. But when a private players goes in the khadi, okay, I want khadi fabric in huge. I want 10 lakh meters of khadi in same fabric. What will be the price? So they have never done a business like that kind of thing. Okay, they have sold 2 meter, 10 meters, 20 meters, 50 meters. They will say, okay, 160 was that, so 160 per meter will be the same for the 10 lakh meter as well. So that is the thing that happens there.
Okay. So, like for wholesale rates, usually it goes down, but in case of khadi, it remains the same. That's
There
what
are
we
many, there are other factors as well. There are other factors as well. It's a system. Khadi board was founded in 1923, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 100-year-old board. So it has been operating in a way how the system works. So it's just a system. But many people are working, they work. Khadi is not controlled or owned by government. They have a huge influence. They have that sector is somehow very much influenced. You might be familiar with the fact which I am trying to say here. But there are some brands, there are some new entrepreneurs, there are some old heritage entrepreneurs. They are still working, and they are making fabulous products. The thing you are saying, that when you go to Heart or to some exhibitions, private exhibitions, you get to find very things in a very reasonable prices. You get there, and it feels good to buy them. It's not feels like कि कुछ अलग ले रहे हैं. Because just because of the price, यार कि एक shawl ली and it was like 20,000. So yeah.
That now, moving on to the last question, perhaps. What key advice would you offer to upcoming entrepreneurs aiming to infuse sustainability, like you are trying to, into their fashion ventures?
What will I tell to some entrepreneurs? Uh,
Any challenges or anything that you have faced and how to overcome that, perhaps something like that?
Challenges are a lot here. Challenges are a lot. There are many challenges, and as a brand, we face a very big challenges here. There is a very huge gap in intention action gap. There is a huge gap. The action doesn't shows the strength of intentions. कथनी और करनी में बड़ा फर्क है. So there is a very huge gap in the whole value chain, be it the consumer, be it the manufacturer, be it the brands like us, yeah, people who are working in this domain. So the conviction, the reality, okay, I want, if sustainability means sustainability, nothing else. So that has to be the mark. It shouldn't be that sustainability is a wagon. Let's jump on it. Green, मतलब किसी भी चीज पे green label लगा के बेच सकते हैं, then that will be very
Agree.
bad. Yeah. So this will be only one thing that I will like to say. Means they have to design for sustainability. If you are an entrepreneur, whatever the product or service you are making, just design it for sustainability. Make in mind that it is designed for sustainability. Automatically, you will find some answers to your product as well. ऑथेंटिसिटी को क्लेम अच्छे से करिए. मतलब जो भी आप कह रहे हैं उसकी ऑथेंटिसिटी होनी चाहिए. जो कह रहे हैं उसकी ऑथेंटिसिटी बहुत जेन्युइन, हवा में बात ना करिए. अगर भले आपका एज एंटरप्रेन्योर आपका धंधा ना बताइए कि आपका कितने का हो रहा है, बट जो काम की बात आप कर रहे हैं ना, नॉट टॉक अबाउट द नंबर्स, उसमें छोड़ दीजिए. बट जो काम अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि हम ये करना चाहते हैं या ये कर रहे हैं प्रोडक्ट सर्विस के लिहाज से, एट द बैक एंड ऑफ इट, leave the number thing for the media and all that, but the back end thing, and if you are saying something, be authentic about it with your team, with your members, with the customers, with the supply chain, with the stakeholders. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to be authentic. People are not fooled nowadays, and things are changing. How you can't just fool anyone nowadays. अगर आप बोल रहे हो एक बार दो बार, ये तो पुराना है दुनिया का रिवाज. किसी को भी बेवकूफ एक से दो बार बना सकते हो आप. सो कोई कस्टमर आपसे एक से दो बार फंसेगा. तो अब आपको फंसा के कस्टमर बनाना है. बीइंग एंटरप्रेन्योर, दैट आल्सो अ गिग. पीपल डू दैट. आज ये बेच रहे हैं, कल वो बेच रहे हैं. तो वो फंसा के 130 करोड़ की आबादी है, अरे 2-4 लाख आदमी तो आप कहीं भी फंसा लोगे. बट हाउ यू विल परस्यू इट, दैट्स द थिंग. Build something for the impact.
So, to sum up, what you said was we need to have behavioral changes in our own self, and it will take time if we want to do something on sustainability. Also, sustainability should not just be something for a greenwashing and we just label it, and people should move towards it with the idea in their minds that we want to do something for changing the things that as they are right now. So with that, I would like to thank you so much for coming to our program today and giving your views. It has been really enlightening to look into different aspects of industry of clothing and fashion.
I don't know,
And
ma'am. Means I just shared what I think. I means you said it. I was also like, let me. Someone is asking question, and I should answer these questions. And it will be a good chance to uh,
share
get
your
into it.
views.
Get into it. You don't get a chance when we discuss. We get chances to get into many things.
That is true. When we talk together, we have like dialogues such as these, new ideas come up. And hopefully with Siahi, you might may be able to prepare some sort of guidelines for not just for your work, but for others as well to follow through. So if you
Yeah,
have
ma'am. Means
any,
I'm not in hurry to fill the shoes. Means one step at a time. I'm trying getting prepared. I have got many opportunities, and people have asked about it. Ki, why don't you do this? I have been associated with many organizations. In more organizations, it was said like, why don't you take the textile and apparel sector and sustainability in it and keep working on it, do it in just take the division, make the division, do it. I was like, I one thing at a time, ma'am. You just can't rush. You can't rush. You have to build. Sai is something that will. It's just what is sai. It will be a color that will define कि okay ये हो गया, फैल गई सियाही, फैला देना हो गया. अब उसमें से क्या क्या होना है तो अगर जब तक ये फैलेगी नहीं तब तक जो भी मैं बातें करूंगा उसका कोई मतलब नहीं.
that is true. That is so true. So you have to keep doing what you are doing and let other people's learn from like to see whatever your path has been. So thank you so much.